Hi everyone, you reach Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Erika Jayne. Erika Jayne from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, you know what? Just when I thought she has done something so shocking that I won't see anything more shocking from her, last night was deplorable. It was shocking. It was unbelievable to the point where even her besties, okay, were trying to save her from the disastrous moment that she had on national TV last night in front of the world. So Renna tried to save her, Lisa Renna. Dorit tried to save her, and then they tried to drag Diana in the mix to get Erika Jayne out of that house before she stuck both feet in her mouth. Okay, so Erika Jayne was being questioned about the infamous $750,000 diamond earrings that were gifted to her husband at the time, and it's alleged that those earrings were purchased off of stolen funds from the law firm. And not only were these just any kind of stolen funds, they was allegedly stolen funds from victims that passed away, that would die. Some were burned, victims, orphans, widows. That's where this money is alleged to have come from to purchase those blood earrings. And so now the earrings, they have appreciated and they're worth $1.4 million. And simply her castmates like Garcelle, Crystal, and Sutton kind of stood in the background, but I know she feels the same way. They were pretty much like, listen, Erika, what is the big deal? Why don't you just give these earrings up? Who cares where they came from? Who cares if they were actually bought with legitimate funds and not stolen funds? You now know that your husband is being accused of, stealing money from his clients and using it for the lavish lifestyle that y'all live. Why not just give up the earrings and say, we're here, take the earrings and make some people that were wrong right? Well, Erika Jayne was 10 toes down on the fact that, listen, why should I have to give up my earrings? The only way I'm going to give up these earrings is if a judge hits that gavel and tells me that I have to give them up. She pretty much said it's the principle of it all. It's a court case, and let's let the court case play out in court. Okay, and then and only then will I give them up. Erika Jayne is pretty much saying, listen, my feelings matter also. I know y'all all want me to feel so bad for these alleged victims. She doesn't even believe there's victims, okay? She doesn't even want to acknowledge or say that, listen, there were people who possibly had money stolen from them. She wants to act like this is oblivious, that it really didn't happen. Here's my thing with Erika Jayne. If this was just so false and these people were all lying and they actually did receive their money, do you think a court will waste their time if they had enough evidence to prove that these people that are coming forth to say that they was never given their settlement money did receive it? Do you really think that a court will waste their time on such sensationalism and just do this just because they want to tear down a man called Tom Girardi and a wife called Erika Jayne? I doubt it. So the fact that Erika Jayne is really showing us who she is at this point in time, we need to believe it. Because there is a saying, when someone shows you who they are, then you better believe it. Now, at first, I gave Erika Jayne a little bit of grace and mercy, so to speak, thinking to myself, there are wives out there that truly do not know what their husbands are doing and where their money comes from. So I said it is a possibility that for most of her marriage, Erika Jayne possibly didn't know where this money has come from, but we're beyond that thought process at this point. We are at the thought process of Erika Jayne, even if you didn't know where all the money came from. Even if you're not sure if those earrings were purchased with legitimate money that your husband had or stolen funds, you do at the very least know that there's a big case out there against him, that you are in a whole bunch of lawsuits, and there are people that are saying they were wrong by a man that they trusted as their lawyer to protect them, to do right by them. And that alone should be the reason why you should say, you know what? I have these earrings. I have these bags. I have these shoes. I can just go ahead, donate this stuff, right? And let them sell it off, auction it off, and at the very least, get people back something that they was, that they missed out on as a result of not getting their settlement money at the time and the point that they should have received it. So I now have no grace, no mercy for Erika Jayne. She's sitting there and acting as if she is the one who has like this whole disruption of a lifestyle. Listen, there are plenty of wives who have husbands that have left them, and it has nothing to do with all these lawsuits or whatever, just up and left them and left their life in ruins. And guess what? Those individual wives, they picked themselves up, they started over, and they continue to live. I get it, Erika. You was used to having a $40,000 or $100,000 a month glam squad. I get it. You were used to having private jets, big boats, and whatever, yachts or whatever you want to call it. Living in a mega mansion, driving luxurious cars, okay? But guess what, baby girl? It's over. You need to get over it. You need to buckle up, stand up, put your big girl panties on, and stop the whining and the crying. And like most of your co-workers had the guts to say last night, you should have just gave up the earrings, not because you was an admission of guilt. Just gave them up to show some compassion, and then maybe people can try to start showing some compassion towards you to say, you know what, she didn't know, but guess what, at the very least she gave up these items to make a wrong right. But instead, she's at dinner talking about her expensive purses, talking about how now she found all of these treasures she forgot she had as a result of her having to move out of her mega mansion. And she also wants everyone to pretty much, look at the fact that she used to have this amazing lifestyle and now she doesn't. Instead of her co-workers, fellow housewives worrying about how, some victims should be given, back some earrings so they can get some money, she feels like they all should be worried and concerned about her. Well, guess what, guys? I'm over it. Now, in terms of Diana giving up this $100,000 for the victims and also saying that, she made a statement in her confessional, Diana, that, instead of everybody running their mouth, they can do something about it. They should donate. They should go in their purse. Now, make this make sense, guys. They should go in their purse and get out money and give it towards the victims when the woman that was sleeping with the man that was being accused won't even give up a pair of earrings. Now, I'm not saying that the fellow housewives can't maybe, donate towards a fund towards these victims, but why should they be responsible to give money and not the very person who was sleeping with the man who's being accused of these horrific crimes? Well, guys, listen, tonight, we're going to break down the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in a little bit more detail. So join me for my recap, 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time. Friends are going to be with me. We're going to tear this thing down scene by scene. And you know what? This whole Kyle and Kathy Hilton thing, it's messy. It's messy, but we're going to get into it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And the question really is that I want you to answer. If you were in Erika Jayne's position, would you not just go ahead, give up the earrings, and let the people do whatever it is they're going to do with it? Auction those earrings off, and they probably go for more than $1.4 million. Okay, they was purchased at $750,000. They have appreciated to $1.4 million. If it were you, would you just not say, you know what? Take the earrings, take these bags, take these shoes, sell them off, and do right by these victims? Because I had no idea that this is how these earrings were purchased. I would not want that karma on my body, in my house, in my possession. But hey, guys, that is just me. I am one that believes that, you know what, if you have done right, at the end of the day, right will come back to you. Just for example, look at that whole what is her darn name, Black China situation. This girl went from suing the Kardashians and they was trying to like beat her down to, at the end of the day, she is now making $20 million, they said, a month off of OnlyFans. Talking about coming on top, okay? Listen, you can always recover, you can always get money back, but you barely ever can fix your integrity. Thanks guys for watching. Chat with me in the comments and I'll see you on the next video.